the kangaroo strapped on her jetpack, ready to fly with the mighty loud crack. She soared through the sky over hills and trees, feeling the wind and the soft cool breeze. Up, up she zoomed way higher than birds, her jetpack making funny little words. She waved to the clouds and zoomed past the sun, flying so fast it was all so much fun. Down below an animal stared in surprise as Kara flew high right up to the skies. She looped and she twirled, a bright blazing streak, the fastest jet kangaroo you could seek. When she landed back safe with a big happy grin, Kara knew flying was the best thing to begin. Penny the penguin woke up one day and found she had lost her waddle away. She tried to walk left, she tried to walk right, but her feet wouldn't move quite right. She slipped on the ice and fell with a flop. Oh no, she cried, I just can't stop. Her friends came to help, all gathered around. They taught Penny how to walk without a sound. She practiced and practiced, then gave a big grin. Her waddle came back, it was back to begin. Now Penny slides on the ice with such pride, waddling and sliding, she loves the ride. Her friends all cheer, you're a waddling star. Penny just laughs, I'm waddling far.
The bear loved cars, big and small, but banana-shaped cars were the best of them all. Yellow and bright, with wheels made of peel, he thought banana cars were the coolest deal. He drove down the road with a big happy grin. The birds cheered him on as he raced with the spin. His friends found it funny, a car made of fruit, but Benny just laughed, it's perfect to boot. He honked with a beep that sounded like boo, and ate a banana when the tank was through. Banana cars zoom through forests and parks, making sweet trails and banana sparks. Benny the bear in his yellow banana car, the coolest, most fruity driver by far. The bear in his yellow banana car, the coolest, most fruity driver by far.
Danny the duck loved dump trucks a lot, big and noisy and covered in mud and hot spot. He waddled to watch them dump piles of dirt and dreamed of a dump truck that wouldn't get hurt. One day he found one just his size, bright yellow and shiny, a real big surprise. He climbed in the cab with a quack and a grin, ready to drive, let the dump truck spin. He dumped piles of rocks, then splashed in the mud, making big puddles and splashes. Oh, what a thud! His friends all laughed and cheered him on as Danny the duck made the dump truck run strong. Now Danny drives trucks all over the place, the happiest duck with a big dump truck face.
Ricky the robot found a big rhino with horns sharp and strong like a metal torpedo. He climbed on the rhino and held on tight, ready for a wild and bumpy flight. They charged through the jungle, kicking up dust. Rhino and robot both filled with trust. Rickety tunes as the rhino ran, racing and jumping across the land. They stopped by a river to take a quick sip, then raced with the wind on a fast, crazy trip. The rhino and robot, an unbeatable pair, racing with laughter through the fresh jungle air. When the sun set low and the ride was done, they promised to race again, having so much fun.
The tiger who took a taxi. The jungle's too wild, it's taxis for me. He wore a top hat and a tie that was blue, and flagged down a cab with a polite little moo. The driver was shocked. A tiger? Oh dear. But Tiger just smiled. Don't worry, I steer. They zoomed past the monkeys and splashed through the creek, while parrots all cheered and the Jeep gave a squeak. I've got to be fast, Tiger said with a grin. My party starts soon and I need to drop in. He paid with bananas, a dozen not more, and waved to a zebra who opened the door. He danced and he juggled, then served jungle pie, with cookies shaped like taxis zooming by. And ever since then, if you visit that track, you might see Tiger in a yellow cap back. Mrs. Muffin wore boots and a sparkly green cape, and flew through the sky with the wide-eyed escape. Her moose had big wings made of marshmallow fluff, and antlers that glittered. Now isn't that tough? They zoomed over rooftops and dipped through the trees, while squirrels took selfies and owls said cheese. She carried a basket of cinnamon toast and waved to a dragon who looked like a ghost. They flew to the moon for a picnic at 8, with jelly bean juice and a peppermint plate. There's a moose loop-the-loop and gently napped. Back home they returned with a swoop and a glide, landing on top of a pink playground slide. Now every full moon kids wait on the loose for a ride through the skies with a flying moose. There once was a cat with a shiny blue hat that looked just like a spaceship. Imagine that, with buttons and lights that would blink and would glow. The cat zoomed around, putting on a big show. He blasted through clouds and zoomed past the moon, racing with rockets and howling at tunes. His hat had a whistle, a horn, and a bell that made funny sounds like a magical spell. He stopped by Mars for a quick cup of tea, and danced on the rings of the big Saturn tree. Aliens waved with 3 eyes and 4 feet, and offered the cat some spacey moon sweet. Back home on Earth, with stars in his eyes, the cat told us tales under nighttime skies, and everyone laughed at his cosmic chat. The adventures of the cat in the spaceship hat. Freddy the Frog had a big shiny truck, bright red and loud, it sure looked like luck. He wore a red helmet all snug on his head, and honked the big horn as he hopped out of bed. Fire! Fire! He shouted, let's rush to the scene, with sirens a-wailing and windows all clean. He splashed through the puddles and zoomed down the street, his tapping a rhythmic beat. He climbed up the ladder so tall and so high, the spray water clouds into smoke in the sky. The animals cheered as the fire went out, and Freddie the frog gave a happy loud shout. Then back to the pond where the lilies all sway, Freddie the frog saved the day in his own special way.
Humpty Dumpty felt tired of his wall, so he bought a helicopter big and tall, with spinning propellers and colors so bright. He flew through the day and zoomed through the night.
He waved to the birds as he soared through the sky, past fluffy white clouds and a rainbow nearby. Goodbye to the wall, Humpty yelled with delight. I'm flying so high, what a wonderful sight.
He landed on rooftops and waved at the bees, and gave a quick spin above the tall trees. But one little gust made Humpty feel queer. Oh no, am I safe? I don't wanna fall here.
He laughed and he smiled and flew home just right, his helicopter shining in the soft moonlight. Now Humpty's not worried about any big slip, because flying's much better than sitting on a brick. Goldilocks found a go-kart one day, red and fast, she couldn't wait to play. She joined the gang with a zoom and a cheer, racing through meadows with friends far and near. They zoomed past the trees and splashed through the mud, speeding so fast they kicked up a flood. Goldilocks laughed as she took the lead, zooming so quick she felt like a steed. The gang cheered loud as they raced to the lake, each car a blur making waves in their wake. Now every day they race and they play. The go-kart gang is the best in the bay. Clara the cow had a big bright dream, to fly through the clouds with a swoosh and a gleam. She built a kite plane with ribbons and string, and hoped to fly high like a bird on the wing. With moo and with cheer, she climbed up aboard. Her kite plane took off, soaring toward the fjord. She flew past the mountains, the rivers and trees, feeling the wind and the cool gentle breeze. She waved to the birds as they soared all around, and dipped low to see flowers blooming on the ground. The cows in the field all watched in surprise as Clara flew up and danced in the skies. She landed back softly, her dream now in sight, the happiest cow with her kite plane flight. Sammy the snail was slow, it's true, but he had a dream and a bike that was blue. The animals girls laughed, "You'll never keep pace." But Sammy signed up for the Great Forest Race. He polished his helmet, his bike nice and neat, with tiny round pedals for his slimy little feet.
Ready, set, go!
Shouted Fox with a cheer. Sammy took off with a wobble in gear. The rabbit sped past, the turtles did too, but Sammy kept going so steady and true. Through puddles and hills, through wind and through sun, he whispered, "Be patient, the race can be won." The others grew tired, they started to nap, while Sammy just pedaled with a slow, happy clap. He crossed the finish with a shiny gold smile, the snail who won by going the extra mile.